Hi Sherry. So I'm gonna do your reading now, and I already shuffled the cards because obviously I only have one hand. I don't have my tripod right now. I can't find it, so I'm going to fan them out, and I will also. This is my tarot deck, and then I'm also going to be using some oracle cards. So hold on, I'm going to shuffle them and fan them out. Okay, I got them fanned out. My tarot cards, and these are my oracle cards over Mystic Moon. Okay, so the first thing we're going to ask is, what is Jeff's overall energy? Let's see. The Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords means that he is feeling overwhelmed and stressed out at this point. That's his overall energy. Let's get one that's and he has taken a pause. Okay, so what I'm getting is that he's really stressed and overwhelmed, maybe by something in his life, work or something like that, maybe by your relationship, and he just wants to take a pause. That's kind of what I'm getting so far. Let's see what's in Jeff's headspace at this moment. Spirit, please tell us what's in Jeff's headspace. Okay, we have the Temperance in reverse. So the Temperance in reverse means that there is conflict and clashes, maybe an imbalance in your relationship, lack of harmony. Maybe you're arguing a lot. Maybe you just can't agree on things. So let's see what this means. Look at us. One of these lovely oracle cards to clarify. Crossroads. So in Jeff's headspace right now, he's thinking that there is a lack of balance in your relationship, and he's at a crossroads. Which way do you guys go? Do you stay or do you go? So he's really thinking right now on what he wants to do in this relationship. Okay. Also, I'm sorry I'm doing this on my bed. I do have an office, but this sweet little guy right here would not allow me to leave the room, and he finally fell asleep. Yay! Okay, sorry. Okay, Spirit, can you please give us a card on Jeff's overall energy towards Sherry at this moment? Okay, so we have the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in reverse means loneliness. So when it comes to Jeff's overall energy towards you, Sherry, he feels lonely. Like maybe you guys are not having the proper time you need to connect. Maybe you're just always mad at each other, so you're kind of not connecting on an emotional level. I mean, I don't really know your situation, but this is his energy towards you. He feels lonely. Okay, so let's get an oracle to go with this. Spirit, can you please clarify the Hermit in reverse? Destruction. Okay, so Jeff feels lonely, and that things between you maybe have been destroyed or are being destroyed. He feels like there's a lot of destruction in your relationship, and that seems to make him feel lonely. And I'm going to move these cards so I have more space. Okay, hold on. Okay, so next I want to get a message on what spirit or your higher power wants to say to you. So we're going to use the romance angels. Okay, hold on. I gotta shuffle these and I will fan them out and then I will let you see me pick a card. Okay, so I fanned them out after shuffling them very quietly. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to say to Sherry? What is the message? Okay, Spirit says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So perhaps you really like Jeff, Sherry, but maybe he's just not the one. Maybe there are a lot of signs telling you to be careful. Or maybe there's just a lot of signs telling you to be careful about something else. No, I get to pick the cards, baby. There's also, you got the children card. It says your love life is being affected by children. So maybe, I'm so sorry, my son woke up and he messed up the cards. But maybe you and Jeff have children together, and that's why you guys are getting lonely, maybe falling apart. I can totally relate to that. So, let's get you a message from Jeff to you. Let me clean this up and then we'll do that. Okay, so I shuffled them and now I'm gonna fan them out. These are Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon. You don't have to be a twin flame just to use them. They could just be love messages as well. But anyways, let's see. Spirit, please give us a message from Jeff to Sherry. I don't know if sorry, let's get a better look. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Maybe one more. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. So I'm not really sure what that means. Hopefully you know what that means. Maybe it's Jeff's fault that you guys have not been talking recently. Maybe you got in a big fight and he's feeling the consequences of his actions, like whatever he did. Maybe he's really feeling it. Like it said that he was seeing signs and destruction. Maybe he's feeling that he's the destructive one. And that's why he has put a pause, because he feels that he's destructive and he's at the crossroads because he doesn't know if what he should do, because obviously he did something, because he's feeling the consequences of his actions, and he doesn't know if he can meet your expectations. Maybe he's giving you red flags. I'm not really sure. So let's try and get a future right? Let's see. Okay, let's see. What is a future energy for Sherry and Jeff? What is a future energy for Sherry? What is going to happen in the future between Sherry and Jeff? Pride and ego. Admired. Okay, it seems like the future energy is Jeff really admires you, Sherry, but his pride and ego is getting in the way. Like, if he didn't have such a high pride and ego, maybe he would treat you better. So before I did this reading, I asked Spirit to give me a song that would explain how Jeff feels about you right now in this moment. And the song I got was called Teeth by 5 Seconds of Summer. It's a pretty good song, but maybe you might want to listen to it. It's on Napster. And on the bottom of the deck, there's also nostalgia. So I think that he's really feeling lonely and sad for whatever it is he did to you. And that's why he has paused. Because he needs to go in his head and decide, what does he do now? Because what he did to you, obviously, maybe it was something really bad. Maybe it wasn't recently. Maybe it was something in the past, and he just can't forgive himself. I'm not really sure. But I really hope this reading resonated. Like I said, I'm super new and still learning, so I don't know. I tried. I hope it helped. Have a blessed day. Okay, Sherry, so I've shuffled the cards and I've asked them how Jeff feels about Pamela. So let's get an energy here. 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is like you're trapped in your own self-made prison. So see how her eyes are bound and everything? She's trapped in a prison that she made herself. So Jeff is trapped in a prison that he made himself, and he's also refusing to see something. He's refusing to see something when it comes to Pamela. Let's see if we can get another energy. The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's trying to better themselves. So maybe he's trying to become a better man. Maybe he's trying to stop cheating right now because he feels like he's destroying Pamela. I'm taking from the reading yesterday, maybe? Spirit, please clarify the 8 of Swords on how Jeff feels about Pamela. Mirroring. Divine Masculine. So it seems like he's mirroring Pamela right now. Divine Masculine. I think he's trying to be a better man. Because we did get this card here, which means trying to be a better man, pretty much. So, right now, it seems like maybe he's turning his back against you to try and be a better man for her because he feels destructive and guilty towards what he's doing. Spirit, will Jeff come back to Sherry? Will Jeff come back to Sherry? The Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers in reverse kind of means the opposite of the Lovers in upright. So it seems like right now Jeff is going to detach from you, Sherry, because he feels bad and he feels like he's hurting Pamela. Or maybe it could be like you said, he's super sick and he doesn't want to have you take care of him. That could be another thing. Why is Jeff detaching from Sherry? Why? Spirit, tell me why he's detaching when he clearly loves her. Because of commitment, like I said. Because he feels bad what he's doing to Pamela. He feels bad for breaking their commitment. What are some future energies for Jeff and Sherry? Will Jeff eventually come back to Sherry? Will he find his way back to Sherry? Spirit, tell me. The Emperor in reverse. I'm so sorry about the glare. So, the Emperor in reverse, I don't think he's going to come back right now. I can't tell you like way far in the future because, you know, future energies are always changing. But right now, it seems that he's not. And this card can also mean because of being an absentee father. Maybe he feels, like you said, they have a child together. Maybe he feels bad not because of Pamela, but maybe he feels bad because of the child. Because it did say in your reading that children were affecting your relationships. So maybe it could be the reason he's pulling away is because he feels guilty about what he's doing to the children or the child. Okay, Spirit, so what advice do you have for Sherry? What advice do you have for Sherry? The Magician upright. So the Magician upright could mean you have everything you need for success. It can also be a card of like witchcraft. So you said that you've been doing spells, so maybe you should try another spell. Maybe a spell to heal Jeff's heart. Or maybe you should, I don't know, try a different kind of spell. I'm not sure. Let's see, what does this Magician mean? What does this Magician mean? Soulmate. So maybe if you did the right spell, Jeff would come back because he is your soulmate. But right now he feels guilty. So maybe a healing spell to maybe heal his guilt and the shame he feels and the destruction he feels could help you. And then maybe he would come back and this would be upright. And last night we also got the Pride and Ego card, so maybe he's worried about what other people think. Like he wants to be with you, but he's worried about what other people think. Maybe some people at work, or his kids, or something like that. Or maybe he's worried about you being too close to him, and if he dies, maybe he's trying to make it hurt less for you. Because I'm kind of getting that from Spirit, like I'm hearing it in my head. I hope that helps. Hey Sherry, so I was putting away my cards and I flipped them over and I just thought this was really interesting, and I think it has something to do with you. Like last night we got the same card on the bottom of the deck, and I shuffled these really good. So it's just weird that they came like this. So we have nostalgia. So I think Jeff is feeling nostalgia, Sherry, and he's sad and he misses you and he wants to be with you. But like I said, he's worried about this, the muse, being a muse, his muse. He's worried about what other people think because he doesn't realize his self-worth. His self-worth matters, and he doesn't, realize that. Trying to get rid of the glare. That's why he's gone into solitude. That's why he's wearing a mask. But he feels numb. He's trying to numb the pain. So I think it definitely could have something to do with his sickness. But eventually he will awaken. Because his higher self, the fifth dimension, is going to help him awaken. Because it looks like you two are twin flames. And twin flames always come back together. I don't know if you know much about twin flames, but to me, the way that you guys have been coming back and forth your entire life, and I'm guessing you probably dream about him too. You guys are definitely twin flames. I think. I'm pretty sure. And there's always a runner and a chaser, and you should do some research on twin flames. But after that card is the third party card. So you're twin flames, but there's a third party involved. That does not mean that you're the third party. It means probably Pamela, but it could also be the kids. It could be anybody, third party, family, friend. But I'm going to guess it's Pamela. And right now, Jeff is going through the dark night of the soul. So he has to go through that right now in order to come out the other end, because all the bad things that happen in our life are what shapes us and teaches us, and we learn from them. But summer, so the sun will come out, like that song, tomorrow, the sun will come out tomorrow, So the sun will rise again. That's what I see by the summer card. And he will, see how it's upside down? It's on mute. So he will come out of being mute with you, Sherry. He will. And you guys will have a fresh start when he comes out of being mute. He will surrender. He will surrender his karmic partner. That's what you call the person he's with that's not his twin flame. And then he will communicate with you. So I think what this all says is, it's crazy how that all stacked up like that. I really did not do that. But what I think it means, Sherry, is just give him some time and do some healing spells. Make him feel better. If he felt better, you know, like when you feel sick and you feel yucky, sometimes you just don't want anybody to be around. Maybe he feels like he's dying and he doesn't want to be a burden to you. Because I think that he really does love you. And like it said, you guys are twin flames. So maybe do some research on that. But I think when he feels better and he comes out of solitude, he will eventually surrender his karmic partner and he will come back to you, because he always does, right? I hope that helped.